स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम इन माय यूट्यूब चैनल शिवम एजुकेशंस। इसके पहले के लेक्चर में हमने पढ़ा हाउ टू फाइंड मॉलिक्यूलर वेट। नाउ इन दिस लेक्चर वी विल स्टडी हाउ टू फाइंड इक्विवेलेंट वेट, व्हाट इज मीन बाय n factor, and how to find equivalent weight of KMnO4. Now equivalent weight can be defined in this way. Very easy definitions of equivalent weight. Equivalent weight means the mass of a compound or an element, or we can say that the mass of an atom or element that can combine with, it is possible to combine with 1 gram of hydrogen. It can combine with 1 gram of hydrogens, or we can say 1 gram of hydrogen, or it can combine with 8 gram of an oxygen, 8 gram of oxygen, or it can combine with 35.5 gram chlorine. So, is known as equivalent weight. So equivalent weight represent combining power of an element with other. Equivalent weight can be found out by using this formula. Equivalent weight, if we want to find, we have to use this formula. Equivalent weight equal to molecular weight. Now molecular weight is divided by n factor. Then we will get an equivalent weight. Now question will arise, what is meant by n factor and how to find? Then n factor is nothing but, for a base we are using n factor is nothing but acidity, or we can say it is a basicity, or it is charge of cation or anion. It can be said charge of cation or either charge of an anion. Sometime for a compound we are taking a change in electron, or it is a modern concept, or for a reactions generally we are using a change in oxidation number. So now we will study to find how to find a equivalent weight of acid, base, or a compound or a salt. Now first we will start equivalent weight of an acid. Now if we want to find equivalent weight of acid, then we have to use this formula, equivalent weight of acid. It can be found out by using this formula, molecular weight of acid divided by, for acid we are using a basicity. Now question will arise, what is meant by basicity? Then basicity is nothing but number of replaceable H plus ion in acid. So we can say number of replaceable H plus ion in acid. Now another way also we can define that number of hydroxyl ion required to neutralize H plus ion present in an acid is known as a basicity. Now for example we will study equivalent weight of hydrochloric acid if we want to find. Now we know what is the molecular weight of hydrochloric acid, 36.5. Now for hydrochloric acid the replaceable H plus ion is just only 1. In hydrochloric acid, in aqueous solutions, it gives H plus and Cl minus. So now replaceable H plus ion is just only 1, or to neutralize it, we have required only 1 hydroxyl ion. So we can say that basicity is just 1. So 36.5 divided by 1, we will get 36.5. Now unit of equivalent weight. Now unit of equivalent weight, we can write that gram equivalent. Gram per equivalent. So now equivalent weight of acid, we can use sulfuric acid. If you want to find sulfuric acid equivalent weight, then in sulfuric acid formula molecular weight is 98. Now you can observe that replaceable H plus ion in sulfuric acid, number of replaceable H plus ion is just only 2. So or we can say that number of hydroxyl ion required to neutralize this H plus ion are 2. So basicity will be 2. So 98 divided by 2. So we will get this 49 gram equivalent. So now in this way we can find equivalent weight of different type of acid. Suppose I will take oxalic acid. Now equivalent weight of oxalic acid formula H2C2O4. Oxalic acid having a 2 carboxyl group COOH. Now due to this 2 carboxyl group, it has a replaceable H plus ion R. These two H plus ion are replaceable. Oxygen will get a negative charge. Now molecular weight of oxalic acid is 90. So 90 when divided by 2, you will get a equivalent weight of oxalic acid is 45. So in this way you can find equivalent weight of different type of compound. Suppose I will give you equivalent weight of a different type of base also we can find by using this formula. Suppose if you want to find equivalent weight of base, then we have to use this another formula. Now suppose we want to find equivalent weight of a base, then equivalent weight of base equal to same formula we will use, minute change in n factor we will take a, for base we will take a acidity. So formula will be molecular weight of base divided by, for base we are using a acidity. Now what is meant by acidity? Then it is nothing but number of replaceable H plus hydroxyl ion. We can say that number of replaceable, or another word we can say the number of H plus ion required to neutralize the base. Number of H plus required. Number of H plus required to neutralize base. Now this thing is known as a acidity of base. Suppose we will take example of NaOH. Now we want to find equivalent weight of sodium hydroxide. Then molecular weight of sodium hydroxide is 40. Now in this formula, number of replaceable H plus ion. When we take NaOH, it gives us two type of ion, Na plus and OH minus ion. So replaceable hydroxyl ion is just only 1. So we will divide with 1. Acidity will be 1. So 40 we will get gram equivalent weight of, we can write gram equivalent weight of NaOH. Now suppose we want to find equivalent weight of aluminium hydroxide. Aluminium hydroxide is also base. Now we find out by using this aluminium hydroxide. Molecular weight of aluminium hydroxide is 78. 78 divided by 3. In this aluminium hydroxide, the replaceable hydroxyl ion are 3. Now it has a 3 replaceable hydroxyl ions, so 78 divided by 3 you will get 26. So gram equivalent weight of, either we can write in this way also unit, either we can write in this way also. So equivalent weight of aluminium hydroxide is just only 26 gram per mole. In this way we can find equivalent weight of different type of base also. Suppose I want to find equivalent weight of potassium hydroxide, then I will get this equivalent weight, molecular weight 56 divided by 1, change in electron is just 1, or we can say replaceable H plus ion, replaceable hydroxyl ion is just only 1. So now dividing with 1, we will get this 56 gram equivalent weight. Suppose I have barium hydroxide, then barium hydroxide having a change or number of replaceable hydroxyl ion in barium hydroxide is just only 2. So it has a formula, molecular weight divided by 2. Now do this in your homework. So in this way we can find what is the equivalent weight of an different type of base. Suppose we want to find equivalent weight of different type of salt, then by using this formula we can find equivalent weight of a salt. Now suppose we have a different type of salt, equivalent weight of salt we want to find, then we have to use this formula, molecular weight of salt and divided by charge on cation, or we can say charge on anion. This total charge we have to write. Now suppose as a salt I have taken a sodium chloride. So equivalent weight of sodium chloride if I want to find, then molecular weight of sodium chloride, for sodium 23 and chlorine 35.5, so we get 78.5. Now 78.5 divided by 1. Here NaCl gives Na plus and Cl minus. So charge on cation is just only 1. So by dividing this with a 1, we will get equivalent weight will be same as no any change 78.5 gram equivalent. So in this way we can find equivalent weight of different compound. Suppose I have an equivalent weight of to find equivalent weight. Now equivalent weight of potassium sulfate. If I want to find for potassium sulfate, then potassium sulfate molecular mass of potassium sulfate you can find for 2 potassium. It is for 2 potassium, then 1 sulfur and 4 oxygens. Now potassium you know that it is 39, for sulfur it is 32 and for oxygen it is a 16. By doing the sum of all these things you will get molecular weight of potassium sulfate will be 174. Now in the formula of potassium sulfate it has a 2 potassiums and charge on potassium is +1. So for 2 potassium charge on cation will be 2. So 174 when divided with a 2, 7. By simplifications you will now equivalent weight of this will be 87 gram per mole. So in this way you can find equivalent weight of any different type of salt by using this formula or this method. Now we want to find equivalent weight of KMnO4. Now equivalent weight of KMnO4 we want to find equivalent weight of compound, equivalent weight of KMnO4. Now equivalent weight of KMnO4 is depending upon medium. Suppose equivalent weight of KMnO4 we want to find in a acidic medium. Then in acidic medium we have to use this formula, molecular weight of KMnO4. Molecular weight of KMnO4 and divided by change in electron, or we can say that change in a oxidation number. Now KMnO4 in a acidic medium it has a change in electron will be 5. Understood these reactions? MnO4 in acidic medium it will react with a acid. Now this 4 oxygen combine with hydrogen and give us 4 molecule of water, and MnO4 itself converting in a Mn2+. Now when you calculate this, oxidation number of manganese is just +7. Now here oxidation number of manganese is +2. So change in oxidation number +7 to +2 is 5, or MnO4 in acidic medium gain electron 5. So we can say that here change in electron is 5. So now molecular weight of KMnO4 you know very well it is 158. By doing sum of all atomic weight you will get 158, change in electron is 5. So 158 divided by 5 you will get equivalent weight of KMnO4 will be 31.6 gram equivalent. Now suppose we want to find equivalent weight of KMnO4 in neutral medium, then equivalent weight of KMnO4 in neutral medium same formula will be there, but in neutral medium change in electron will be 3. So 158 and divided by 3. How change in electron is 3? Just understood. In neutral medium MnO4 minus will react with a 2 water molecule and it gain a 3 electron. Now it is converting in a manganese dioxide MnO2, and this 4H plus and oxygens, 2 oxygen react with this 2 water molecule and we are getting a 4 hydroxyl ion. Now you can check that oxygen are 4 plus 2 6, both sides 6, charge is here -4 and here also -3 and this 4. So now here oxidation number of MnO4 is +7. In manganese dioxide oxidation number is just only +4. So now change in electron is 3, or we can say change in oxidation number is also just 3. So for KMnO4 it equivalent weight will be 158 divided by this 3. So you will get 150 divided by this. So now 3 2 is 6. So you will get 52.66 and gram equivalent. So in this way you can find KMnO4 molecular weight. Now KMnO4 molecular equivalent weight, suppose you find in a neutral, we have taken now basic medium. Suppose equivalent weight in a base. So it is observed that in a basic medium, KMnO4 converting in a KMnO4 is converting in a K2MnO4. Now it converting in K2MnO4 by taking one electron. So here oxidation number is plus 7. Here oxidation number of KMnO4 in this plus 6. So you can observe that change in electron is just only 1. Change in electron is 1. So for a KMnO4 in a basic medium, or we can say that in a strong basic medium, in strong basic medium, change in electron is just only 1 electron change. So now equivalent weight of KMnO4 will be its molecular weight 158 divided by change in electron is 1, so it will be same as no any change. So now you have to study that equivalent weight can be found out by using this different formula, molecular weight divided by N factors. N factor is depending upon, suppose we have taken an acid, then we have to use basicity. Suppose we have a base, then we have to use a acidity. If we have a different type of salt, then we have to use a charge on cation or charge on anion also we can use. For a compound, we have to use change in electron or change in oxidation number. And for a compound like KMnO4, you will study in a 12th science that oxidation number or change in oxidation number is depending on a medium also. In acidic, basic or in neutral medium, change in electron will be different. So you will get different equivalent weight for the same compound. So in exam you have to study well and you have to put in your mind this all reactions. आपकी एनसीईआरटी में बहुत सारे ऐसे कंपाउंड दी गए हैं, आप फाइंड आउट करें उसको, जैसे जैसे प्रैक्टिस करेंगे ऐसे ही आपकी मास्टरी आएगी. नाउ thank you for watching my video and please share and subscribe Siva Education.